to do or have to deal with poverty, on why it's so important that others in the educational arena be tuned in to these kinds of challenges as well. But
Well,
Guy, tell us why you joined the movement.
I'll be real brief, Russell. I'm a financial planner and investment advisor, and have been such for 26 years.
Okay.
And I've got three basic rules that I come to the table with everybody that I talk with.
Mm-hmm.
The first rule is the greatest investment you can make in the world is the one you make in yourself.
Absolutely.
The
Absolutely.
second rule that I apply to both my practice and the people I work with is the greatest asset in the world
Mm-hmm.
is your ability to earn an income.
Oh, wow.
And that's where binary economics comes into place.
Okay. Okay.
The third rule that I apply to my practice is people and a nation don't plan to fail. They simply fail
Fail
to
to plan.
plan.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this nation, it needs
Yeah.
a financial plan right now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And capital homesteading, the interesting thing and why I've come to this after meeting Dr. Curlin and others, Dr. Robert Ashford, is capital homesteading is the most simplest proposition
Uh huh.
to put into practice all three of those rules.
Okay. Wow.
The individual in themselves
Uh huh.
and earning an income and planning for the future.
Wow. That is, I tell you, Guy, you struck a nerve. If you were in the studio, you would have saw Doctor Sharp shaking his head, and I think it's more than apparent to most of us that there's a need to address the issues in our society, and most of the ills, most of the maladies, as far as I'm concerned, have to do or have to deal with poverty, and have
Absolutely.
go right ahead. I'm sorry.
Russell, let me share one other thing because we're both practicing Christians. In fact, I think
Amen.
it's more, to me, the Just Third Way is a call for individuals that are in search of justice.
Right. Right.
And when I met Dr. Curlin, being a Christian, he comes from a different faith background than myself, but he introduced me to a passage, Deuteronomy 16:20.
Uh huh.
And if you research the language of that phrase,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to use the Darby's translation.
Okay.
And for your listeners, I think this is a summation of the Just Third Way in the Bible.
Okay.
Perfect justice shall thou follow, that you may live
Mm.
and possess the land that Jehovah God giveth.
Jehovah God. Yes. Amen.
And I mean,
Yeah.
in search of perfect justice.
Possess the
That's
land.
that's what those that follow the Just Third Way. We're not a religious sect, but we are in search of what that perfect justice is.
That's right. You cannot have peace without having justice.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Paul the Sixth. If you want peace, work
Work
for
for justice.
justice.
Wow. Wow. Well said, Guy.
Okay, thank you,
We
Russell.
thank you so much for calling in, Guy. Guy Stevenson, ladies and gentlemen, from out of Iowa. Guy, thank you so much for tuning into the show, and thank you for your contributions. We can't say enough about you and the work that you continue to do.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much for
Be
calling in.
blessed.
Thank you. Be blessed as well. Ladies and gentlemen, there's another person who has joined this movement we call the Just Third Way. Economic justice is what we're after. And in order to obtain economic justice, we realize that there's a lot of education that's going to be necessary. We realize that we are trying to shift the paradigm. We are moving people from just having jobs, and we're hoping that they will embrace the concept of becoming owners, being able to chart their own futures, and not having to always rely on somebody else to write the paycheck for them. But second stream of income that will allow them to live creative lives, allow them to live imaginative lives, lives that are filled with uniqueness. That's what we're after.
If you want peace, work
Work
for
for justice.
justice.